What's up, you guys? Man, this is Love versus the Reality of Love podcast. I am back. This is Friday. Got another edition of the show exclusively on YouTube, you guys. So go on and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell so you get notified every time that I drop a vid. And I appreciate all the love and support I've been getting so far, you guys. We'll continue to bring you this content, man. No doubt. You already know Love versus Reality of Love podcast. If you're new, it's on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's when I'll be bringing that. As well as on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That is Pod One-on-One a Pod podcast. That's the sports side of the show and everything like that. So, I ain't gonna take too much more of your time, y'all. We'll get to the first topic. And you know what I realized about me? Growing up, man, I've always been enamored, always wanted to love, wanted to be in love. Even as a kid, like, I've always wanted to know what that feeling's like, you know? And I always kind of search for it, strive for it. I mean, even as a kid, like, I used to write poetry a lot. And most of my poetry back then was about love and a girl and all that kind of stuff. And I was always enamored with the fact of being in love and lover boy, you know? That was me. And even as an adult, I found myself kind of chasing it. The constant chase of wanting to be in love, the constant chase of wanting to have someone. And even now at 28, it's starting to realize and click in my head that it's probably going to be the last thing that I get. It is. Because I want a lot of things in life. I want to be financially stable. I want to be good mentally. I want to be good physically. I want a lot of things. And as I'm working on all those things to accomplish that, it seems like I'm going to get all of that and get love last, even though the first thing I've ever fell in love with was love. You know? It's not that, because I want that forever love. I'm not talking about I haven't been in love before, because I have. I want that forever love. Now, that forever love, I haven't had that yet. That's one thing I haven't. And it's like, it's going to be the last thing I get. But you know what I need to start doing? I need to learn how to love me. Because this time I've been searching out here for that forever love, I forgot to love me in the process. You know? That is my main, I think it's my main downfall, man. I forgot, I need to love me, man. How can I love somebody else and I don't love myself just as much? And it's not a selfish kind of love. It's treating yourself. It's taking care of yourself. It's making sure that you're in tip-top shape. It's making sure that you're good. You feel me? Mentally, physically, spiritually, all that kind of stuff. I feel like a lot of people who are those type of people who are lovers and that type of thing, that's where their focus be. It be on, yeah, I just want to be in love, man. I just want to feel that feeling. And it's kind of like a drug. You kind of want to just keep on feeling that and feeling that and feeling that. And that's not how love works. It don't work that way. It'll come when you least expect it. And in the in between time, that's when you work on yourself. If you believe in love and you know that it's coming, well, you better get ready for it. Because there's a lot that comes with love. You feel me? And I feel like, personally, for myself, I needed to really concentrate on me. In the process of trying to, chase that forever love, I don't need to chase it. Let it come. When it does, it's here. When it does get here, it's here. It's not going anywhere. But don't go chasing after it, because in the process of doing that, you lose yourself in that. Because in different seasons, you're different people. Regardless of what somebody say, you're different people. As far as your love language changes, like that's what I'm talking about when I say you're different people. Like your love language changes over the years. It could start out, the words of affirmation. You're doing a great job. Da, 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 da. I used to get cut it. Now it's a physical touch. It can switch. Because in different seasons, you need different things. And so you have to know that about yourself. That's why it's important to love yourself in the whole. Love yourself whole. Hug yourself sometimes, man. Put your arms around yourself like this. And hug yourself. You have to love you before you can love somebody else. You have to love everything about you before you can love somebody else. I made a decision and I made a post, and it was in a joking manner, but I'm serious. When I said I'm married to me. This is real. I'm marrying me because I made a decision that I need to love me. I need to get back to loving me and know what I need. Know what I have to be to get what I need. Don't go out there searching and chasing the world for love. No. Don't do that. The time you're going to spend doing that, that could have been the time you spend to get to know you and love you. You feel me? And yes, we all have needs. Not saying don't go get those needs met. Not saying go get those needs met either. Because what comes with that is a different topic for another day that comes with that. So we got to be disciplined. Everybody, we got to be disciplined. We're in that stage of getting to know ourselves. You really need to be with yourself. To be honest with you. You don't need to be around others. This is not a others invitation. This is a get to know you, be with you. It's all about you. It got to be that way. Because at the end, you're going to feel so much better that when it's time for love to approach, you'll be ready. You'll be prepared. You understand what I'm saying? You'll be prepared. Because at the end of the day, I always think that you have to be on a frequency that's a higher frequency. Because that's what you'll attract. That'll be your next person. They'll be on the same frequency as you. If you're in the down in the dumps and you're feeling sad and you go out to meet somebody, guess what you finna meet? Guess what you finna attract? Somebody who down in the dumps, not feeling so sure about themselves. That's what you'll attract. When you want to attract something that's loving, complete, willing, you willing to be submissive. They're willing to be submissive. Like that mutual thing. When it's mutual, that's the best kind of love. That mutual love is a thing right there. And then y'all guys want the same thing, you can build off of that. But you got to make sure that you're willing and ready to build. Make sure that you're willing and ready to love. Because we all say we're ready for love. And then it gets there. And you know what we do with love? We fumble it. We talk bad to it. We don't know how to treat it. That's because we don't know how to treat ourselves. It starts with us. How do we treat ourselves? Do we make sure we're good? Do we make sure that we're straight? If we don't make sure ourselves are straight, what makes you think you're gonna be able to see if somebody else is good? It doesn't work that way. You gotta look out for you first, man. That's all I'm saying. Look out for you first, and I promise you, that's what'll get you through those times. That's what'll get you through those rough times and get you to the other side. But you got to be ready for that, man. Everybody not ready for that love. Make sure you are. I I promise you it's a beautiful thing. But it's also a responsibility. So, if you don't get anything out of this message I just said today, get this. Love you first. Before you get with anybody, make sure you love you first. And I promise you, you won't regret that. Stop trying to find somebody. Find you. Well, that goes ahead and wraps up another edition, another week of Love versus Reality of Love podcast. I appreciate the love and support. This is exclusively on YouTube. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell so you get notified every time I drop a vid. Until next time, y'all.